Samanan, guys. I was having a conversation with a colleague of mine last night, female colleague, and it hit me all over again. As the osis bethu will nizofa nisingile. Osis bethu are incredibly delusional. Incredibly delusional. Like you'd assume that as people get older, obviously the more mistakes you make, and then you learn from your mistakes. It was this bit. Gender, female gender, zero accountability. Zero. It's always how men have negatively affected him. It's always how men are at fault. It's always men. You're like, wow. So there'll never be a point where you sit down and you introspect and you're like, okay, Shap, this is what I did wrong. There's never a time where you'll sit down and actually say, these are the mistakes that I made. And moving forward, I need to actually change my whole approach in how I view relationships and in how I view men. In the sense of what I'm looking for in a relationship. You know, in the sense of what I'm offering to a relationship. In order for the relationship to actually last. Is there no way that Osisbe to actually really sit down and have an honest and objective look at themselves? We did a podcast. We were talking about high value, high functioning. I did a video around high value, high functioning. Osisbe, at the end of the day, you need to find things or find men that work for your relationship. You have to find men that function within your relationship. We cannot take the 22-year-old mindset, stereotypical mindset, and apply it for a 42-year-old. You know, we know that on average, people in their earlier 20s, men and women are like, they love glitter, the shine, the exciting. So men in the younger 20s, they love the booty, the light skin, them titties, they like that. But as men age, they realize that they need more functionality. I need a woman who is feminine. I need a woman who is as pure as I can. I need a woman who can cook and clean, who can nurture this home. Something that maybe is not the most important thing to 21-year-old men, you know, but I'm telling you, to 31-year-old men, it's very, very important. And like, it's the same with females. We've seen the 21, 22-year-olds. We've seen them. Come on, guys, we can pretend. Many 21, 22-year-old females love the flash. What car is he driving? Where does he stay? Oh my God, he bought that bottle at the club. Oh, did you see his sneakers? She likes nonsensical things. She likes things where there's a lot of external validation. Oh my God, you're dating that guy. He's a celebrity. Oh my God, you're dating. She's seeking and yearning that external validation. However, that may not be the case or is not the case for a sister who's 31. All of a sudden, a 31-year-old is wanting to settle down. She wants to have kids. She wants to get married. She wants this. She wants that. She wants this. She wants that. Here's the difference with men. The universe has spoiled us. Because as a man, when you're in your early 20s, you may not find all these girls with the big booty and the this and that and the okay, sharp. You may not, because you don't really have, on average, any value to offer, you know. So once you get to 31, you have a lot of value to offer. Therefore, you start having options. And what do men pick when they're 31? They start picking women who are based on functionality. Can this woman run my household? Can this woman turn a house into a home? Can this woman do these functioning things for what I need moving forward in this life? Sisters on average when they're 21, physically they look amazing, whatever the case may be. They have all these options, blah, 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 blah. Great options. And then they get fucked around. They get played with. They get whatever the case may be. Excuse me, because there's always a price to pay. You know, if you want to go for this ride, if you want to go to Gold City, if you want to go to Ratanga Junction, there's a price to pay. So if you want the guy with the fancy car and the sneakers and the this and the that and the that and that in exchange for your booty and your titties and your whatever, then that's the price to pay. It is what it is. However, now you get to 31 and you're looking for a guy who can add functionality in your life. Siswam, what are you adding in his life? Understand that he's not looking for a person who's constantly going to be dominating him in terms of arguments and being aggressive, and he's not looking for a used and abused, if that is who you are, type of person. He's not looking for all of that. And if that is the case, if you are that person who has a body count of 1,000 when you're 22 years old, readjust what functionality, or rather, what type of man you are looking to get. Maybe you need to be with a simp and a beta male. Maybe that's what you need to be. Or maybe you need to increase the value proposition in the sense of what more you can offer. Have a lower cost, maybe, but you can't just have the same expectations when you're 31 as what you did when you're 21. You hear females who are 35 saying, oh no, it's not about money. I'm not looking for a guy with money. I'm looking for... Yet you want the guy to be able to look after you and your 2 kids. School fees per child is 6,000 Rand. The bond that is needed to be paid is 20K. The car's installment for both is 15. So ready, but money is not important. How the fuck is he going to pay for your 2 kids, the bond, and both cars? Women say one thing and literally mean something else. No, as long as he understands me. And what do you mean understanding? Because when I was understanding, when I was understanding, because the fundamentals of understand. I listen to females all the time, and I'm saying, Siswam, I wish men and women alike had like a conference in their younger ages, and they were like, look, we need to find functionality in this world. Other religion, other traditions, other cultures, whatever the case is, they marry young and they marry based on functionality. This is what works. So in order for you guys to grow your family, this is what you guys need to do. For us, when we're in our early 20s, we just look for value. Oh my God, this DJ, he likes me. Hey, brother, you see that chick that dressed like this? Hey, So we're looking for external validation because we can't find it within ourselves. Okay, sharp. We go through all of that mess. Now we get into our 30s, and now we're looking for functionality. We want people to grow us, we want people to develop us psychologically, emotionally, physically, financially, whatever the case may be. However, you are not bringing any fucking functionality. You are not bringing any functionality. You have so many people that just spew up bullshit. If I bring you into my life, I've got 3 kids. Oh, I want to cut. Let's say you are interested in coming into my life. How are you going to develop my life from an emotional and a psychological point? How are you going to develop my life from a financial, from a spiritual? How are you going to make it better? How are you going to increase the functionality of my life? You might say 1 or 2 words. I'm looking for actual actions. And this is where we get it wrong. You may come through with your booty and your titties, whatever. That's great. You are a one and done. You are a smash and grab. I'll have fun for a weekend and then you can't. Because you're just going to come through and pull me back financially. Because maybe you still want the trips and you still want the hair and you still want the bags. You pulling me back financially. You pulling me back psychologically, emotionally. Because again, it's all about you. Excuse me. You don't know how. You don't know how to be functioning within a relationship. Hey, man. And then they are stressed because they're going to stay single. And the ones who aren't single, maybe, if you're lucky enough, you'll find yourself some simp. Or the honest ones. Here's another thing, because they're all honest sisters in their 30s, they'll share a good man. Because the high functioning man that 30-year-old sisters are seeking, let's say he's 35 and above, if he's really high functioning and has some value in today's society, he's not single. He's not single. There are sisters that know how to find diamonds out there, who are to find gold, and they will fucking lock that thing down early. So sisters, if you're in your 30s and you're single, it's either you literally change in terms of what you are offering, in terms of your functionality in a relationship, and you no longer look at your value just in terms of the booty and them titties. You look at your value in the sense of what you can offer the guy in terms of what he needs. Not what he wants, what he needs. What he wanted was in the early 20s. He's in a different phase of his life now. The same with you. It's not about your wants anymore. Sisters in their mid-30s, yeah, you might like to have that bag. You might like to have, but in terms of a relationship, you need stability. You need emotional this. You need da-da-da-da. There's things that you need. So sisters, you need to change. If you're in your 30s and you're single, you need to change. Excuse me. Or find yourself some talala gent. Find yourself some loser, some sim, some beta. trip. A lot of sisters. I personally know a lot of sisters who are with a lot of papayana guys, and those sisters know, and they say, "What you know, I dominate my man. I take control." I do. They say they don't hide it. They don't hide it. So they've done that. They've trapped him. They've married him. They've given him a child, whatever the case may be. That's option 2. Option 1, change. Option 2, find yourself a little beta nyana. Or option 3, if you really do see a high functioning, high value man, chances are he's taken. So maybe go to that man's wife or his girlfriend and sit down with her and say, "Hey, siswami, cela ungiboleke umuntu wethu. Mhlawumbe nje once or twice a week, ngiyacela bandla because it's cold out there in these streets." And negotiate with this is how you guys will facilitate this high functioning guy. Because as it is, guys, I see it. The streets are cold. Sisters, please don't lie. Don't lie in the comments. If you're a single sister in your 30s, you know how difficult it is to find a quality, high functioning, high value man who is single, who is an alpha, who is a man who can lead a household. Sisters in their 30s, maybe even sisters in their 20s will say, finding a high value, high quality, functioning alpha male, one who can lead with a pure heart, who's respectful. None of them are there. And the ones that are there are taken. What is left is just guys that you can dominate. You might bring in a good salary. But you know what, you should shit at the fan. You'll need to step up because then he can't. Anyway, yeah, that's my last point, guys. Please just comment around my views about sisters staying single till the day they die. That sounded a bit too aggressive. But anyway, please comment, let me know what you think. Share this video far and wide if you think there's others that can benefit from it. If you see that I was speaking weird, it's because I've got a very painful ulcer in my tongue. It's making me very uncomfortable. But anyway, hit that subscription button and that notification bell and have yourselves a fantastic day. And guys, sharp.